Hello, everyone. It's been a couple weeks. Got back from an amazing recharge weekend uh, last week. So, if you don't know me, my name is Larry Garcia with Harmonic Nexus. And today we'll be talking about the fear of criticism. So, with a lot of things going on in the world and everything, it seems that more than ever, people are afraid to speak out on their beliefs, who they are, what inspires them, and things that make them tick, things that make them feel great. So today I just want to cover a few things that helped me on my journey and for when I wasn't feeling the best and how I'm where I am today and don't really give a damn about what other people say, to be honest with you. And it feels great being in a state of expression of yourself, of not caring so much about what others think and knowing, having that awareness that a lot of people say things only because of their own insecurities. So, first off, the fear of criticism results in several psychological challenges. You know, to fear it, it robs us of our self esteem, minimizes our personal initiative, crumbles our sense of power, takes away our self reliance, dissolves persistence, and generates many other negative effects. And I'd say the biggest one is our persistence. Because if we're doing something and we are fearing of what people are going to say to us about the things that we're doing, we're just going to stop. We're not going to do it. We're not going to be consistent on doing these things. A good example for myself was that when I started doing my tarot readings and things of that of my spiritual practices, I at first, especially years ago, was very scared and not wanting to express myself on my spiritual side because of what others would think and other people's religions and all this other stuff in their worlds. But through self-growth and a lot of things that's happened to me, it came to the point for me that I was just like, who gives a damn? I know other people, that I've talked to personally one-on-one and in groups, that the things I share about my spirituality has helped them immensely in their lives, even people from suicide. So that just gave me the push to be like, you know what? Who gives a damn about what other people think, about what they say, and things like that? Because there's people out there that need to hear my message, who need to hear what I have to say. So, and I know a majority of people they dislike being criticized. It doesn't usually feel good because a lot of times people are criticizing you don't have your best interests with their criticism. So know that don't let it take you down. Don't let it make you feel that you need to stop what you're doing and again have that lack of persistence to what you want. That's why it's important to have a goal. It's important to know what you want. And once you know what you want and you be persistent on it, you get results. So, but deep down, we tolerate it at best without the thought of its impacts and just, you know, being criticized and things like that, it's going to happen. It's part of life. And also, if you look on the writing here, it's, first thing is decide who gets to criticize you. Because, especially a lot of friends or family members from the past who, unfortunately are very negative and it hinders you because you think the people who should be supporting you the most are the ones criticizing you the worst. And it sucks. It feels bad. I understand. I went through it a lot. I've seen it happen to many, and I've seen people's dreams be shot down. I've had my dreams shot down, especially when the person closest to you is the one negatively criticizing you. That hurts the most. And you'd be like, you know what? If the person closest to me that I thought would support me the most is not supporting me, well, then why the hell should I be doing this? Why should I be doing anything? And then you get into depression. And good luck, right? So I've been there, guys, and that's why I'm doing this because it's not a good place to be in, and it's time that we know that there's people around us who are here to give us positive feedback and criticism. We're looking for improvement, not approval. We're looking for people to say, hey, I see what you're doing. I like it. Here's some things you can improve, and I think that would reach, people better, or how to get your message out there. For me, I have multiple people on multiple angles, men and women who help me on a consistent basis who tell me these things. And I'm very, very grateful for it because it's helped me grow so much as a person. It's helped me to be better to help others, which is my main goal is how can I be better? How can I better serve other people? How can I reach your hearts better for you to see that true change, like I've seen the change in myself? Because once you change, once you get past that, the fear of criticism, past the state of, people saying things to you and feeling bad about it, not wanting to do anything, life is great and things start to move fast. Because when you don't give a damn about the people who don't really have your best interests in mind for them in mind, things change very positively for you. So anyone watching, comments, anything, I will answer them live. I'm probably going for 5 more minutes. So with that, the fear of criticism can be as difficult as overcoming a fear of failure or conquering a fear of change that cripples our ideas for success. Oh, yeah, fear of failure is a big one. It's, well, if I do this, I have to not only have this fear of what are people going to think of me, what are they going to say, but also, am I going to fail? And that's a big thing for people is I'm going to fail. And if I fail, what does that mean? What does that mean to me to fail? So, it's a big thing. And I know I even still have that sometimes with the things that I do, but we have to conquer that and also conquer the fear of change. Everything changes with people. Like we see today, the world's changing so much. You've got to adapt. If you don't, then you're going to have a really difficult time. You got to accept it, accept the change. Change is good. See how you can change in ways to benefit yourself, benefit your family, and benefit those around you. Because there's a lot that you can change to be a better person for yourself and everyone around you, especially if you have a family. So like my son here who's hiding behind my chair. So with that,
they look burnt.
okay, take them out. Many ideas are still stillborn, and they need the breath of life injected in them through definite plans of immediate action. So anyone listening, we have all these ideas in our head. We have all these thoughts, our greatness within us that we want to birth. But again, that fear, these fears of failure, the fears of change, the fears of criticism aren't allowing you to make them happen. So you need to breathe that life into them. You need to take action. You need to do something. You need, like me here, just get on a live video, talk to somebody. For me, I've built myself up to do these live videos on a consistent basis because I don't have the fear of criticism anymore. I know that the content I put out there helps people so much that I could give a damn again about what people have to say negatively, because I get so many messages of how I've impacted people. So I'm going to keep doing it and taking it to the next level because it's time for that and people need it, especially in these times as today. So, just take action on these things. Don't be scared and know that there's people around you to help you. Don't ever think that you're alone. I always thought I was alone, but once I, again, put my ego down and open myself up, express myself, open my heart and put myself in a better vibration to attract these people who wanted to help and with a genuine heart, things got better for me. So the fear of criticism is responsible for the destruction of most ideas which never reach the planning and action stage, which sucks. If you're watching, listening, we have all these incredible ideas inside of us, but but most of them, they never get to the point of actually planning and taking action on those things. Like I'll tell you, doing this video right now, I thought about this probably 2 years ago, but I was so scared, so much in fear of criticism that I just didn't do it. And I have pre-recorded things from a couple years ago that I just never released because I was so afraid. And, all these things like my close friends would tell you, like I take forever on my appearance and what I'm wearing and my hair, like all these things, just making excuses because I was afraid. So there's simple steps for this. So first, again, decide who gets to criticize you. Most people will only project their insecurities onto you because you're stepping out of your comfort zone and they're scared to step out of their comfort zone. So usually when people see someone doing something to improve their life and things like that, that they know for themselves they're scared to do, they usually have negative feedback. Things are usually negative. They don't want to see people do things that they're afraid to do. So they would say things negatively to make sure you don't. It's messed up. Number 2, know that anything worth doing attracts admiration and criticism. There's polarity. There's going to be the good and the bad regardless, no matter what happens. There's going to be people that like your things, people that hate your things. It's just the way it goes. But just focus on the good of the people who do like it and how that is going to help change their life for the better. Avoid avoidance. It's time to face the things head on and know that you're not alone. It's difficult, but just stop trying to avoid it. I tell you, I try to avoid so many things, but eventually, if you're a person like me who has goals and you want to reach to these greater heights, these things we know deep inside of they have to come to the light eventually. The darkness has to show something with the light within it to see what's there. And I tell you, it's great every time. Seek improvement, not approval. Seek to improve. How can I be better? How can I better serve? Not approval of people and doing things for approval. Like, oh, now I can fit in because I'm doing this. Fuck that. You know? And if you don't control the sting, keep it from swelling. Don't allow negativity to build by feeding it in your own mind. So when something of criticism does happen to you, and yeah, it's gonna hurt. Like, let's be honest here, but don't let it get bigger. Don't feed into it. Don't say, oh my God, they're so right. I'm never doing this again. I knew it. No, you just be like, all right, you know what? Yeah, that hurt a little bit, but I know what I'm doing is right, and go back to the other steps. But I'm looking for improvement. I'm not avoiding this. I know that the criticism comes also with admiration. There's going to be people that support me with this. So I'm just not going to allow it to destroy me. I'm going to allow it to ascend me. I'm going to allow it to bring me up farther. And then finally, stay focused on the conclusion, not the criticism. Know your goal and stay committed to your dreams. So know what is your end goal for doing this. Like for me doing this video here, my end goal here is to help anyone watching who this helps to go out and, let's say, do a live video, to start working out, to do these things that they're afraid to do because they were thinking too much of what others think. Like for me, for example, too, me putting pictures of myself without a shirt off. I was having fear of criticism for it, even though my friends were like, oh, dude, you have an amazing body. Like, what the hell are you talking about? I've had a body like yours. I'd be doing it all the time. So I had to go against that. And of course, yeah, I don't receive any. Actually, I did receive a couple of negative comments. But again, I was aware enough to know that those people with negative comments were so insecure about themselves because they would never show themselves without their shirt on that they wanted to attack me. So biggest thing here is this is for men. I'm creating a program for men that if you're tired of living life on the sidelines, you're feeling weak, uninspired, unattractive, and unhappy, that I'm here for you. And I'm coming up with multiple programs. And the biggest one here that I'm launching here in a couple weeks is my Alpha Man Workshop, where I'll be helping men deeper with the fear of criticism as it hinders us to become our true selves. So if you're interested in me helping to guide you with other men to become greater, to become the man that you're meant to be, to no longer feel weak, no longer to feel like you have no purpose, that I'm here for you. And yeah, message me here, message me privately, whatever it is. You'll just keep following my content as I put out more things. And with that, thank you everyone, anyone watching the replay. Talk to you soon and have a great